Namaste, my dear friends. As part of the Ashtanga Yoga, Patanjali presents two important principles, the Yamas and Niyamas, as the foundation and platform for practice. Without these, the other tools which follow, such as asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyanam, and samadhi, will have no value. And Patanjali presents 5 yamas and 5 niyamas. However, certain other texts presents additional yamas and niyamas, and that is what we are here to discuss. We first take the yamas that are additional, that are presented in other texts. Acharya Krishnamacharya compiled a set of yamas from various texts and talks about 12 of them in total, which include the 5 that Patanjali has presented. So of course, we include ahimsa, satyam, asteyam, brahmacharya and aparigraha as the most important, and we have already discussed each of these in our previous videos. Today we take the additional ones that are presented in these texts. One is called Kshama. Kshama is a state of equanimity where when something good is happening or when something bad is happening, we don't get perturbed, we remain very calm. This is important because life will be going through ups and downs, and we need to remain calm and focused in our dharma so that we are not distracted by these ups and downs of life. The next one that Acharya Krishnamacharya talks about is dhriti. Dhriti is fortitude. Again, we have to have that inner strength and focus so that we are every day focused on our dharma and the purpose for which we are born in this life, and do not get distracted by this. The third one, which is additional, that Acharya Krishnamacharya talks about, is what is called daya. Daya is similar to karuna, a state of compassion. We have to be compassionate to all living beings in this world, not just us and our friends and family, or those who belong to our belief system or who are aligned with our desires and inclinations. We have to show this compassion to everyone, not just human beings, but also plants and animals. A very important thing in modern times of climate crisis, my friends. The next one that Acharya discusses is what is called arjava. Arjava is straightforwardness. To talk and act in a straightforward manner and not to have one thinking and another action. Like where we are aligned with our thoughts, words and our actions. Arjava is a very important principle. Another one that is presented is called mitahara. Mitahara is an appropriate and healthy diet that is consistent to our constitution, the place where we live, the season in which we are living in, the dharma we are following, the health condition we have, our age and other such parameters, so that the body is producing good prana that is sustained by our yoga practice and that is nourished by our yoga practice. Mitahara is very important. An important part of mitahara is that the food is fresh, and cooked and offered to the divine before consumption, so that any energetic or spiritual blemish that the food has is removed by such an offering. Another thing that certain texts talk about as a yama is shaucha, which Patanjali talks about as niyama. Shaucha is the state of physiological and emotional and spiritual cleanliness. Some people also include what is called asanchaya as a yama. Asanchaya is not to accumulate things, because when you accumulate things, you also accumulate the karma of those things. And we don't want more and more karma, we want less and less karma. So that's why sanchaya is connected with accumulation, and that's why karma, one of the karma is called sanchita karma, accumulated karma. So we need to practice what is called asanchaya, non-accumulation of things, which again is talked about by Patanjali as aparigraha in a very subtle way. Another yama that Acharya Krishnamacharya talks about is what is called nirbhaya. Nirbhaya is the state of fearlessness. Fearlessness to be ourselves. This is the biggest fear I feel humanity has, the fear to be oneself. Fear of death is a secondary thing, because first of all, we are so afraid to be alive. How many of us can actually say that we truly are fearless to be ourselves? We are so afraid of what people will think, so afraid of what people will say, so afraid of losing business, so afraid of losing contracts, that we give up our values and try to be somebody else. And that is not right in yoga and all kinds of spiritual practice. That is why this is also included as yama. So these are the additional yama, my dear friends, and we need to take time to reflect about all this, digest it and integrate it in our lives, so that the practice of yoga, such as asana, pranayama, etc., will gain much more strength. Namaste, my dear friends.